Sega. Welcome back, everyone. How's it going? Let me just check all my shit. I want to check my shit. I want to check my shit. I don't think I need to thank anyone, do I? Texas with the 52, Hanatani, Black Chapters. Don't think there are any new names I see here. What's up, guys? What's up, Bilbus? Anyone who's just joining? I think most of you are here watching FF14, but for anyone just coming in for Snatcher, what's up? Hope you're all doing well. Disable the scan lines? Yeah, you want me to? I was kind of digging it yesterday, but okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay, no fun. No fun, no scan lines. Hey, Storm. A new emote. I haven't added any new emote yet, Storm. I'm gonna wait. Hold on. I think I might wait until we do like another big marathon or something before I add the emotes that I currently have cooking. Let me see here. Is my controller working? It is. Okay, it still kind of has a kind of a blurry look to it here. Hold on. Hey, there we go. Now we get the scan lines without the blur. That's looking good. That's looking good. Hold on, let me just check something now as well. Okay. Yeah, I still need to sort out the other issues I'm having with this game on emulator, but we'll deal with that for now. Let's see. Descend the underground. Yeah, we just came up from the underground passage. Realized what the secret was behind Freddie Nielsen's bathroom and his bathtub, the secret passage that led underneath to the hospital where they all get to heal their wounds and everything. Okay. And now we just want to make it back to HQ. We found out that our chief is a Snatcher, and we need to get back to HQ to make sure everything's okay. And put a stop to the Snatchers, of course. Let's go out to the living room. Before that, don't you want to take a look at that map? I guess we could take another look at this map. It's a large-scale map of Moscow. Moscow, eh? Chinshuo over at Queen's Hospital had a picture of St. Basil's Cathedral. The chief keeps a picture of Red Square hidden. How come everybody is such a big Moscow fan these days? What's going on here? Moscow seems to hold some clue to this whole thing, doesn't it? Moscow. Didn't that guy say something about it? Before the explosion, didn't Chinchuo say something about achieving what was meant to be 50 years ago and the depths of the Kremlin? Now that you mention it, this map is from exactly that era, isn't it? Moscow, 55 years ago. The key to understanding the Snatchers, no doubt, lies there. This has to have some meaning. I don't think they'd paste a 50-year-old map up here just as a decoration. Okay. Be careful that you don't touch the tape lines. Tape, you mean this laser beam, right? Don't break the beam, Gillian. You'll have people from headquarters all over the place. It's a security sensor, you know. I see. Gotta make sure nobody messes with the evidence after all. Yeah. Jeez, I feel like I'm breaking into the place or something. We are outside of Nielsen's apartment. Thank God. Now let's get back to headquarters. Alright. How do you plan to get back? We have no turbo cycle. Are we gonna walk it? Aren't there any taxis or anything around here? Why don't we search the area? Look, there's a taxi over there. It's a manned taxi. The driver is behind the wheel. Let's investigate. The cab is for hire. Shall we board it? Let's board it. All right, let's board the taxi. This really doesn't look ominous at all, does it? We've boarded the taxi. Where to, sir? This is a manned cab. I can take you anywhere you want to go. We're on urgent business. Get us to Junker headquarters as quickly as you can. Junker headquarters, eh? What would you want to go there for? Something going down? We're in a hurry. Is that some kind of joke, sir? You can't be serious. This is a manned taxi, you know. I can't go to a place like that. Metal, I think we picked a weird taxi. Listen, I'm a junker. Take me to Junker headquarters and do it quickly. I'm afraid not. You're going somewhere else. You want to know where that is? Where? Straight to hell! Oh my god. Chinchuo!
Is he dead?
He's junk now. Stubborn one, wasn't he?
Jeez. He made it through that explosion and was waiting for us out here. If those things ever get control of the city, there's no way we'll ever get it back. We've got to stop them before that.
And to do that, we have to prevent the chief from getting to the Kyoto summit.
I know. And I have to pay back my debt to Random.
Let's use this taxi to get back to Junker headquarters.
I planned on it. I just hope Mika and Harry are safe.
We've arrived at Junker headquarters. I certainly hope Mika and Harry are safe. Love this theme. Alright, Metal. This is it. The final showdown. Are you ready? Let's go. Now entering headquarters. This is the lobby. What? The shutter on the reception booth is closed. The only switch to release the lock on the main door is inside the reception booth. It appears that something attacked this place. The shutter on the reception booth is closed, so where did Mika go? This is the protective shutter for the reception booth. It is automatically lowered in times of danger. I haven't seen Time Cop, no. The emergency light is flashing on the door check panel. So headquarters has been put on emergency status. It's been locked from the inside. The only way to open it is from inside the booth. The surface of the shutter shows evidence of having been struck by fire from an energy weapon. I read motion. Something is in the booth. We have to get the booth open before we will be able to get the door open. Gillian, we have to open this somehow. There are a few holes in the shield, no doubt caused by blaster or cannon fire. Cannon. Then it's Snatchers who did this. Wow! Can't this be opened from the outside? If it has an emergency external connection port, then it can be opened from the outside. The emergency light is flashing on the door check panel. Boodle-a-doo-da-doo. Is Mika still in the booth? Metal, find this external connection jack. Here we are. I have located an emergency external connection port on the side of the booth. With this, I will be able to open the shutter. Do it, Metal. Open the shutter. Now plugging into with emergency external connection ports. Releasing lock mechanism. Now opening the shutter.
All right, I'm going to open it, but please use extreme caution. Anything could be inside.
Mika! Mika, are you all right? Metal, how is she?
Her pulse is normal. The only external injuries are to her forehead, and they are not serious. There's been no significant blood loss.
Mika, come on, snap out of it. It's me, Gillian.
Gillian? Gillian.
Mika, what happened?
Gillian, the chief. The chief is a Snatcher.
So he's finally shown his true colors.
Harry's...
What's happened to Harry?
Harry put me in the pod and sealed the main door. He locked the Snatcher in.
That was smart. Not even a Snatcher can get through this shield.
So where's Harry?
He said keep the door sealed no matter what happens in there. And then he went in. Gillian, please help him.
Harry! Mika, open the door. I'm going in. Metal, we're going in. Be careful. That Snatcher could be hiding anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Gillian, please be careful. The chief is very cunning. Don't let your guard down.
Don't worry. I'll watch myself in there.
We're in the main building. Or we're in the main hallway. Oh god, is that Harry? What's this? Someone is down. That hat. Harry.
Harry!
Oh, Gillian, is that you? I'm getting old. Just look at me.
What happened?
I saw the chief messing with your turbocycle. And that weird picture in his office.
Metal, how is he? Metal!
I do not wish to say.
Really? That bad, huh?
Gillian, when I confronted him about what I saw, he showed me what he really was. I was barely able to even scratch him.
That's enough, Harry. I understand. Metal, is there anything we can do for him?
Gillian, I'm sorry.
Harry, you'll be okay. Doesn't look like you're hurting too bad. This'll work out perfect. You always were working too hard anyway. Why don't you take a nice long vacation somewhere and rest up?
Yeah, sure. Nice try, Gillian, but it's my body. I know I ain't gonna make it. You were a good kid, Gillian.
Harry!
I don't know how to say this right, but I've always had a special feeling about you. I've always had trouble talking to people since I was little, like my father. What I can remember of him.
Pulse and blood pressure falling.
Harry, hang in there. You and I were gonna go out and tie one on, remember?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You, me, and Jean, the three of us.
But John is...
Metal, quiet!
Gillian, I've lived my life alone. I didn't know my parents or family. Always so stubborn, glued to my research. I never really trusted anybody. That was a mistake.
Blood pressure continuing to fall.
Harry?
After Jean died, I felt it. Human warmth, companionship.
I know what you mean.
Gillian, I just wanted to get along with everybody. I don't need no Nobel Prize. For 50 years I've been searching, trying to find something I lost. Looks like I'll never find it now.
Gillian, he's about...
Looks like I've been talking too much. It's up to you now, Gillian. I'm finished. You won't forget this, old grouch, will you?
Harry!
Gillian, you've got to believe in yourself. You're the last junker.
Harry! Harry!
Pulse 0. Pupils are dilated.
Cunningham! No! Snatcher! I'll get you for this!
We have no time for grieving. That Snatcher is still hiding somewhere here in headquarters.
Metal, listen to me. If that Snatcher gets me, you've got to take Mika and run. Then you've got to blow up Junker headquarters. Blow it sky high! You understand me?
Yes, sir. I just hope it doesn't come to that. So, where should we start our search?
Love the crescendo there, so good. Oh, and another banger. Man, Snatcher's soundtrack is really top tier. R.I.P. Harry. Okay, where are we gonna look? The chief's office. This is the chief's office. Motion detector. There is no reading. My movement sensor is functioning properly. What? In a place like this? Alright, I'll check it now. Please be careful. Nothing unusual here. Under the sofa. Alright, now investigating. What? Oh, sorry, nothing here. I really love this sequence. This is such a classically Kojima moment. If you haven't seen this before, just wait. We're looking for the chief now, and we're going through all the rooms to try and find him. We have certain options that we can choose from here to find him. Motion detector, search under the sofa, under the desk, outside the window. Alright, now investigating. Nothing unusual. Nothing when we check the sofa. I don't see the Snatcher. Doesn't look like he's here. Where should we go? Let's check the engineering room. This is engineering. I can't find any sign of the Snatcher. Behind the work table. About the only place one could hide in this room is here, right? Alright, now investigating. No Snatchers here. What about under the desk? Alright, I'll check. Nothing. We just checked there. Alright, now investigating. Nothing. Motion detector. Pick up any motion in engineering metal? I don't read any movement. We are the only ones in the area. The ceiling fan is the only thing moving. Okay, well, let's check somewhere else. Shooting range. This is the shooting range. The Snatcher does not seem to be around. There's a good chance it's hiding in here somewhere. Alright, I'll check it now. Nothing. Inside the booth. Nothing. Above the booth. Nothing. Motion detector. How about motion in the shooting range? Reading anything? I don't read any movement. We are the only ones in the area. Can we actually practice at a time like this? Let's check. How about a little target practice? Finding the Snatcher is much more important than that right now. Okay. What if we try again? Gillian, I'm taking the target practice command off the menu. Nice. I don't remember checking this before. That's good. Use the motion detector. Searching the same place over and over will not do any good. Okay, Metal is getting pissed. I guess I already did that. I don't read any movement. We are the only ones in the area. Okay, I'm sorry, Metal. I'm really sorry. Let's check the computer room. This is the computer room. I can't find any sign of the Snatcher. Terminal's shadow. Alright, now investigating. Nothing unusual. Under the desk. I will check it out now. Are you ready? Nothing unusual. Motion detector. Register any motion here in the computer room, Metal. There is no reading. My movement sensor is functioning properly. Can we use the computer? Gillian, at a time like this, we have to find the chief. That Snatcher. We have no time for that. We have to find the Snatcher as quickly as possible. Gillian, I'm taking the command for using Jordan off the menu. Yeah, okay. Hallway. We're in the main hallway. Harry is lying on the floor. Just wait here a little longer, Harry. I'll get the bastard for you. Harry's body is as we left it. There is no sign that it's been disturbed. I can't find any sign. Any movement in this hallway? I don't read any movement. We are the only ones in the area. Okay, back to the chief's office then. We've checked everywhere. This is the chief's office. Wait, what? Oh wait, no, we didn't try the detective's room. This is the detective's room. I don't see the Snatcher. Inside the locker. Alright, checking the locker. Sorry, nobody's there. Under the desk. Now investigating. Nothing. Under the far desk. Nothing. Motion detector. Nothing. Now back to the chief's office, I think, and we should see something new. Yes, this is the chief's office. What's this? There's something on the desk. Something is dripping from the ceiling onto the desk. But let's see. Let's look at the desk. We don't have the option to look up at the ceiling, because the ceiling isn't within view. Gillian can only see what we can see. There is some kind of stain on the desktop. Stain on the desk. It's blood. There was no stain like this a few moments ago. It appears that blood is dripping from the ceiling. Well, let's search the ceiling then. Why don't we investigate the ceiling? Why didn't you just look up, Gillian? Oh shit.
The lighting control system has been destroyed. Distance to motion readings increasing.
Is he trying to run?
Motion readings have vanished.
You got past me this time, Snatcher.
Headquarters emergency lighting has been activated.
Can we find him again?
We should go after him immediately.
We'll find him. We know he's somewhere inside headquarters.
The Snatcher has been wounded. We should look for traces of blood.
I love that. Just the video game logic. Doesn't matter if Gillian should be able to just look up and use his eyes. We can't see that. Kind of using the form of the game to create absurd comedic moments. I guess the game does that quite a bit. With its meta humor, you know, deleting stuff off the menu and stuff like that. Fourth wall breaks. Where should we go? This is engineering. I don't think we have to look around again. We just need to check all the different areas. Computer room. It's just hilarious. You see the blood fall from the ceiling, but no. We can look at the table, but not the ceiling. We have to unlock that option first. Hallway. We're in the main hallway. Bum 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 bum. Check out the shooting range. This is the chief's office. What did we not do? Motion detector? The Snatcher must be in a different room. Okay, let's use the motion detector in every room. I don't think we need to go through all the options again, from what I remember anyway. The result is the same, Gillian. We are the only ones registering on my motion detector. We're the only ones registering. Ba-da-da-da-da. Searching the same place over and over will not do any good. I don't read any movement. Where the fuck are we going now then? Maybe I didn't check the computer room last time? Back out to the hallway. Damn, where is it hiding? There's no way for it to get out of headquarters. There are still some rooms we haven't checked. the front office. The lobby, you never know. But the main door was sealed off when we came in. We've checked and double-checked everywhere else. Let's go take a look.
The main door has been opened. Did Mika open it?
Wait, Mika's not in the pod. What happened?
The lighting has been disconnected.
Don't move, Seed. Cunningham, is that you?
I read motion. He is definitely in here.
Where are you? Show yourself. I'm right here. I don't need to run or hide from you. Mika!
No, Gillian, don't move. It's a trap.
A hostage? You cowardly scum! Mika, why did you open the entrance?
I don't know. I was really scared. I mean, the emergency light's coming on so suddenly.
Seed, go ahead and shoot. But you'd better be a pretty good shot, or this kid goes home in a bag.
Shoot, Gillian. Kill this thing. Don't worry about me.
Mika!
What are you going to do?
I have you now, Junker.
Fuck. Fuck you. Oh shit! Sorry, Mika! So I just can't do anything when he goes there? I'm not gonna... Yeah, okay.
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated.
Mika, are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Thank you.
Harry? I got him. Random? Sorry it took so long, but this ought to make us even.
Junker? You may have stopped me, but it's not over yet.
Gillian, this is just residual energy feedback. Its power levels are dropping rapidly.
Crane's hospital was nothing more than a maintenance facility. We have comrades operating throughout the city, more than you can imagine. Now our plans will move into Phase 2. For that, we will enlist the help of Professor Lorraine. Your existence is meaningless, as long as you don't get your memory back. Good luck, Junker.
My memory? Comrades? Professor Lorraine?
Harry. Why? Please tell me. Why do so many good people have to die?
Mika!
This is all wrong.
Mika, don't worry. I won't let anybody else die. I've made a promise to Harry and Random. But the city is still full of Snatchers. This fight is just beginning.
Time for the final act.
Gillian, I have an urgent video call from Jamie. I'll connect you.
Gillian, I've got my memory back. I remember everything.
Your memory? So what about us, Jamie? Who are we?
Gillian, it's terrible. What we've done.
Jamie, what's wrong?
I can't tell you something like this over the video phone. I would have been better off never remembering.
Okay, Jamie, calm down. I'll head out right now. Where are you? Is it snowing?
I'm sorry, Gillian. I can't tell you. They've taken our boy hostage.
Our boy? Who?
Professor Modner is here too.
Jamie, what are you talking about?
I'm so sorry.
Snatcher!
Gillian!
We have Professor Lorraine. We only require her cooperation for a short period here at the Kremlin. So for now, I suggest you avoid doing anything foolish. Professor Seed.
So many professors. I'm a professor. Sorry, gonna have to cut you off there. We're finishing Act 2. Can you say that again now? Overwrite save 1.
With the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center. A major poll of domestic and international opinion carried out just last week shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
Now that the Chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to make sure the Snatchers are wiped out.
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
That may not be as improbable as it seems. The world's leaders are extremely concerned about the Snatcher problem.
The Chief was going to calm this hysteria in his speech at the summit, but that'll never happen now.
3 months ago, government pressure on Junker operations increased dramatically. Gillian's transfer here was really our last chance.
Our own chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to trust us anymore.
I've heard that the Army and FBI are going to take over operations now.
That's correct. That too will be officially decided in 3 hours' time.
3 hours, eh? Is there any way we can find their hideout in that time?
If we don't, we and everybody else in this city are finished.
As far as they're concerned, we're just like a cancerous tumor that has to be cut out.
We have to hit the Snatcher's headquarters before then.
Gillian, can you do it?
If we only knew where it was, I should be able to manage something.
Hitting their outposts like Queen's Hospital won't do any good. We have to find their main nerve center.
What about the memory of that Snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
Just like the others, it was completely blanked. It's a form of self-destruct mechanism that they use.
Wait a minute. Metal, what about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough. Still, it definitely did come from within the city.
Damn. Where are they hiding?
Gillian, can't you remember anything at all? Didn't Jamie say something that implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing. Metal, I want you to tell me everything you know about me. Why was I sent to Junker headquarters? Where did I come from?
Gillian.
Metal, the chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
Well, you see...
Metal!
All right. With the chief gone, you are the highest-ranking officer here.
You knew all along?
Of course.
Where were we rescued from?
3 years ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. More precisely, you were discovered in cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph of the bunker. There is no record of when you were placed there.
Alien.
In addition, the third pod was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
You were revived and taken into custody by the Army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia. However, another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased. This is the only piece of evidence found at the site.
That's Harry's picture, from when he was a kid.
That's correct. Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son. It's been confirmed by DNA tests.
Harry? Harry was my son?
Using the information gained from the photo, it was established that you are Gillian Seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
In addition, both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
1989?
Yes. You come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
But what does that have to do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched...
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
That's correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow? 50 years ago?
Almost everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Harry. Harry was my son. Did he know?
No. It was highly classified information. He was never told.
I was never able to do anything for him.
Wait a minute, Gillian. Didn't Jamie say something about taking a boy hostage?
That's right. They must know about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian, let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
All right. Let's go over what we know about them.
Lore check, chat. And let's see if you've been paying attention. First of all, what's the Snatcher's weak point? Infrared rays, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, sun's rays are cold. Ultraviolet rays, of course. I'm kind of curious to see what happens if you pick all the wrong answers, actually. Will we go for all the wrong answers just to see what they say? I'm not sure if I've ever done that before. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go for sun's rays. This is the Snatcher's weak point. That's not it. Think carefully about it. Are you sure? Think very carefully. Yeah, sun's rays. Gillian, don't mess around. Okay, it's cold. Don't be fooling around at a time like this, Gillian. Okay, X-rays. Think carefully about it before you answer, Gillian. Infrared rays. It looks like we don't get too many optional bits of dialogue here. That's a shame. Would you stop these jokes? Okay, we're getting something here. Yeah, it's cold. Now we're just getting repeated dialogue. Okay. Okay, maybe if we choose the wrong answer for everything here. Yeah, it does kind of remind me of Ground Zeroes. Maybe they weren't consciously thinking of Snatcher when they made it, but maybe as well, because they're in Ground Zeroes is the only game that really has. Well, maybe that's not true, but Ground Zeroes does have that overt Snow 9 reference in the Deja Vu and Jamais Vu missions. So there's another big parallel to Snatcher in that mission. In that Deja Vu mission. But I mean, who knows? Maybe they weren't even thinking of this. This is the Snatcher's weak point. That's correct. Their weak point is their long, defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes mutations in the melanocytes in the stratum basal of their skin, which become cancerous. Specifically, long ultraviolet rays in the 250 to 350 nanometer range is responsible for causing cancer. The guards are snatched. Yeah. Jamais Vu is the mission that has the big. Jamais Vu is the big Snatcher callback. Right. Yeah, I was only thinking of Snow 9, but yeah, of course, Jamais Vu. Jamais Vu is the big Snatcher reference. Where you have to kill Snatchers, essentially. They only come out at night in the middle of the winter and wear sunscreen even then. That's the method that John used to figure out what the Snatchers were up to. How ironic. It turns out that the destruction of the ozone layer actually had a benefit for us humans. That's right. Now, what method were they using to move and be able to avoid ultraviolet rays and sunlight at the same time? Underpass, highway, turbocycle, or black taxi? Kabadalaka chicka chaboom ba jumpa junga chaka baka boodala bamba dinka jonga chaka baka. Highway. This is the method of movement that the Snatchers were using? That can't be it. Turbocycle. Turbocycle. Don't be fooling around at a time like this. We're just getting the same stuff. Yeah, would you stop making jokes? Okay. Maybe if we keep picking all the wrong stuff, we'll get some extra dialogue at the very end, maybe? That's right, they were using abandoned tunnels of the old tube liner system to get from place to place. That's how they were able to move around without being noticed. Nielsen's apartment, the old factory, Queen's Hospital, all of their hideouts were connected by the tube liner. So maybe there is a tunnel under their main base as well. There's a good chance of that. Next, what phenomenon was always observed at any location where Snatchers appeared, including the underground tunnels? A cough, a yawn, a hiccup, or a sneeze? Of course, a sneeze. Let's go for a cough, though. Just quickly go through all the wrong answers. This is the phenomenon you're talking about? That's right. And what was the cause of the sneezing? Dust, smoke, Snow 9, or cold? Dust. Smoke. Cold. Snow 9. This is the reason for the sneezing. Hey, Linda. Hey, Dave, as well. Welcome back. Wexford, what's up? You're correct. The sneezing was caused by the presence of the allergen Snow 9. Snow 9 is an artificial form of pollen developed by the military, and its presence is limited to certain regions. And hello to Mrs. Wex, if you're there. They were using it to interfere with radio transmissions and keep people away. They probably were producing it intentionally themselves. The only regions of the city where Snow 9 is still present are areas around the Ina River. It's been cleared out of other areas because of the danger it presents. So that means that their base must be somewhere near the Ina River, right? That is a fair conclusion. They are probably somewhere near the Ina River, protected by Snow 9. Accessible to the tube liner near the Ina River. And we must not forget the 3 photographs that we found the Snatchers with. All of them were related to the Soviet Union before the catastrophe. The map on the wall of Nielsen's apartment. The picture of the temple in the director's office at Queen's Hospital. The photograph of Red Square hidden in the chief's office. Why do the Snatchers keep pictures and memorabilia like this? Maybe they're homesick? Maybe that's where they come from? Homesick? Get serious, Mika. They're robots, you know. Let's analyze this a little closer. What city is related to all 3 of these pictures? Come on. Don't take me for a fool. Russia is the city. This is the city they have in common. That's not it. Think carefully about it. Gillian, don't mess around. Okay, Tokyo is the city. This is the city they have in common. Gillian, don't mess around. New York is the city. Are you sure? Think carefully. That can't be it. Okay. Okay, right. It's definitely Russia. Will you stop these jokes? Yeah, okay, Moscow then. This is the city they have in common. That's correct, it's Moscow. Moscow must be where they come from. That must be the basis of their programming. You might be right. Just as people have a hometown that is dear to them, their creators may have put a hometown into their programming. They use very advanced artificial intelligence systems. So they may have needed something like that to maintain their emotional balance. Yeah, they were born out of nothing, but they needed to give them some kind of image as an emotional base. So Moscow is their creator, and their home, and the place that they found Jamie and I.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Snow?
No snow has been recorded in Neo-Kobe in several years.
Well, then that's not it.
Wait, what about that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9?
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian. We could never search it all in time.
Ina, not Ina.
Gillian, let's look at a map of the areas investigated so far. This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city around the Ina River. This blue area is that in which Snow 9 is present. Now I'll superimpose a chart of the abandoned tube liner tunnels. From this we can establish those areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large. We could never cover it in 3 hours.
Don't give up so fast, Gillian. What about that image of home thing we were talking about? Maybe there's some kind of geographic similarity. Maybe the same view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
What's this?
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
This is the Moscow River over here.
My
It looks
God!
like we're on the right track, Metal. Show us the location that Jamie and I were picked up from.
All right, right here.
Metal, before the catastrophe, what was at this location?
The headquarters for the entire Soviet Union, the Kremlin.
The Kremlin? That Snatcher said something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
Metal, what spot in Neo-Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
Calculating. This is the spot. It's presently occupied by an old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
And it's right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
That's it! That's their headquarters, their new Kremlin.
Gillian, let's go!
Wait, Gillian.
I want to go with you.
Sorry, Mika.
Hey, I'm a junker too, you know.
I know, and you're a great one at that.
So take me with you then.
You head to the summit to warn the delegates. They haven't given up, you know.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it, okay?
Let's go, Gillian.
Gillian?
Yes? What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah, you know, dinner.
Mika.
Not interested. I thought it would be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have
What
to
about
hurry.
Jamie?
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah, okay. But I gotta go to church first.
I'll see you soon then.
Okay, Metal, let's go.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you really do. So Mika was really feigning her concern for Gillian and his relationship with his wife. Oh, man. This is the last turbo cycle. Let's save, Metal. Whoa. You don't know me. Thank you for the 46 months. Cheers. Hey, what's up, Sar? All right, let's continue. Hey, hold on. Chat, just give me a second here. Dinner doesn't mean loving relationship. In this game, it definitely does. Or some kind of sexual relationship. You haven't played Snatcher. If you're telling me that. 1 second. Okay, the game is gonna disappear for a second. Don't get scared. Okay, it's all good. I just wanted to test something. Hold on. All right, now boarding the turbo cycle. Of course, I know the answer to that question. We're going to the church.
I've input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off. Flight configuration. Now gaining altitude.
Oh shit,
Jamie,
Gillian.
Please be safe.
Gillian means business.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
A 50-year debt in 3 hours. Snow!
Snow 9, to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will also be impossible from this point on. Understood? Now descending. Conversion to hover configuration complete. Gillian, we've arrived.
Exit the turbo cycle. We have arrived at the church. Wow, now I know why they call it their Kremlin. It's a very old church. It bears quite a resemblance to St. Basil's Cathedral. No doubt they thought the same thing. It appears to be snow, but it's actually Snow 9. Try to avoid inhaling any of it directly. It's surrounded by a large grove of tall cedar trees. This is likely to keep just about anybody away. Given the season, a few Christmas lights would really liven up the scene. The surroundings conceal the church from all but aerial surveillance. I'm not picking up any large movement signals. A sensor scan reveals that a tube liner tunnel passes directly underneath the area. Well, that's no surprise. Looks like we've got the right place. The building is about 50 years old, but appears to be well maintained. So where's the entrance? On the front side of the building. Let's go inside.
All right, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
All right. 1, 2, 3!
That got it.
What's this? It would appear to be some kind of a chapel for the Snatchers. Are you telling me those things pray? To whom? No doubt to their creator. That portrait on the wall is probably a representation of him. This person is no doubt the one the Snatchers worship as their creator. This guy, isn't that random? One moment, I'll compare the picture with my data on random. While the facial bone structure of the individual in the portrait is nearly identical to that of random, a positive identification is impossible, as the picture is not a photograph. That just looks too much like him to be a coincidence. These are the chairs for worshippers in the chapel, no doubt. Everything is nice and orderly. It's as if the pre-collapsed Soviet Union has been recreated here. The decorations do not appear to be those of a church. Motion detector. I'm not showing anything out of the ordinary. So have they already left for the summit? Something is written on the painting. The creator, Modnar. Interesting. So this is Professor Modnar. A slight variation on Dr. Madnar from Metal Gear. Wait a second. What does Modnar spell backwards? Oh my god. The one the Snatcher was talking about, eh? It appears to be a portrait of that person. It's perfectly quiet. It's all very organized, almost inhumanly so. There's another room farther back. Snatchers! Look at them all. I'm not picking up any energy readings. They're all deactivated in some kind of suspension mode. So this is their warehouse, eh? There must be a few hundred of them here. They continue all the way back. Still, this doesn't look like a factory to me. Whoa. These are endostructures, which have yet to have the artificial skin installed. The bone sizing devices and skull slits are all still set to the smallest sizes. That's a lot of S's. That's a lot of sibilants. So their victims haven't been chosen yet. They're all just waiting their turn. There seem to be a number of containers stacked up in the back of the room. What about the size of these containers? The volume of these containers would be just perfect for shipping one of these Snatchers. This is no doubt how they got here. They almost look as if they could spring to life any moment. If this many Snatchers were to all start moving at the same time, there is little we could do. Billy, you're definitely a Snatcher. None of these Snatchers appear damaged. All they need is their energy packs. The gender units have yet to be installed, however. I do not see any tools or equipment for maintaining anything in the area. This room would appear to be just a storage area. There is some kind of a label here. 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. Siberian Investigative Force. It would appear that these Snatchers were brought to Neo Kobe from the Siberian Neutral Zone. It seems that the investigative forces have been responsible for shipping the Snatchers. In other words, the investigative forces have been snatched, just like when they found us. I see. So the Siberian investigative forces bring the Snatchers out of Siberia and into storage here. I think you're right, Metal. And then the Snatchers just wait here in storage to be reactivated and adjusted after their victims are selected. A rather efficient system. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place. The back part of this room may hold the answer to that question. Listen. It's perfectly quiet. The Snatchers are preserved in excellent condition. It appears that they undergo regular maintenance. I'm going to save just in case anything bad happens. Hey, Brand, do you know if there are any, like, interesting video phone calls you can do at the end of the game? Any calls that you can only trigger at the very end? Alright, now returning to the investigation. Are you ready, Gillian? Now heading for the room farther back. The Snatcher's culturing room. The mechanism is operating. Gillian, there are Snatchers with their artificial skin already installed here. snatch process.
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscle's attached.
Is it organic?
No. It appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Hey, Bloody Crow, what's up? A computer terminal is installed on each preservation cylinder. These units are nearly ready to perform a complete snatch. Trice with the 10 months, thank you. These cylinders are used to culture the Snatcher's artificial skin. Endostructures are submerged within them. I'm going to save again with metal, because I think we go straight into a big shooting section after this. And I think it's easy to lose progress. Yeah, Brand, I think I did all the optional calls now. Listen, there is no sound except for the soft bubbling of the liquid in the cylinders. It appears that weak ultraviolet rays are being projected from above. This is really advanced, way beyond anything we saw at Queen's Hospital. The whole area is protected as a clean room. There's a door at the far end of the room. It's locked, but I should be able to open it from this side. It's set so that it cannot be opened from the inside. The power is on. Look at this, Gillian. The data of people to be snatched is all being neatly processed.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished Snatchers over here.
Get a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the U.K.
Gillian, you're in here too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo-Kobe.
If they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Shin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of Snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy everything.
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie. Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
All right. Do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster by myself anyway. 30 minutes should be plenty. Go, Metal.
Yes, sir. Don't forget. 30 minutes.
"30 minutes? Oh, this is gonna be tight. That room's the only place left to check. Let's take a look.
Here we go. Oh no. Hopefully we can do this first try with my janky D-pad. Oh god! Okay, focus. Fucking get him. Fuck. Oh god, no. Okay, we're good. Do it! I'm dead. Fuck. This is definitely harder with my fucked up D-pad. Well, at least we got to hear the game over screen for the first time. Okay. If I press continue, do we just start from the same spot? Oh, we do. Okay, nice. Oh, already? Hold on, let me just test something here. I'm gonna let them kill me. I'm just trying to see if I can sort out these D-pad issues. Okay, let's try it again. Okay. Fuck off. Okay, we're good.
Whew. I wasn't ready for that. They almost got me. All right, let's open the next door.
I think we have another round to go here.
Doesn't look like there's anything here. Whoa!
out your fucking gun, Gillian! Oh, unbelievable. I don't believe that. Okay. Please tell me I got... Oh, God! We have to go through the first section again. Okay. That's okay. We've mastered this first section now. Let's go. Fuck off. Stay calm. Just stay calm. That was nicely done. Woo! Jesus!
Whew. I wasn't ready for that. They almost
Starting
got
to
me.
lose it a bit at the end.
All right, let's open the next door.
Okay. Yeah, it gets a bit crowded at the end.
Doesn't look like there's anything here.
Okay, here we go.
Whoa!
I unequipped the fucking weapon. Oh my god. Okay. That's just my D-pad fucking with me. When it's flickering back and forth like that. That's just the D-pad. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, no, kill me. I really need to stop unequipping my weapon by mistake. Yep. Okay, this is the one. Jesus, okay, come on, let's fucking do it this time.
I wasn't ready for that. They almost got me.
Yep.
All right, let's open the next door.
Let's just try not to unequip the weapon, at least.
Doesn't look like there's anything here. Whoa!
Fuck me. Roller! Nice!
Jeez, these guys are tough. Of course, I didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms. Okay, let's try this next door.
This next door is bait. Yep.
Jamie, are you all right?
Gillian, you came for me.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial skin is completed anyway.
Artificial skin research? You?
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd kill Harry. They forced me. I had to help them with the skin development. They said I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry, he's our son. He's been living on his own now for 50 years.
Jamie, I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie!
The professor, he just died. He was over 100.
The professor? What? This old man?
Don't you remember? It's Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
What? This old man is Modner?
He's been confined here for 3 years now.
I could have shot her, yeah.
Artificial skin. Terrible. Doing that to your own father.
Whose father? Jamie, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
You really can't remember, can you?
Jamie, tell me. Tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you really want me to, Gillian? It's all so awful, but if you must know, I'll tell you. Try to remain calm, okay? 56 years ago, you and I were involved in a top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes. At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the major powers like the US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military superiority. A horrible plan, something no one else would think of.
Metal Gears!
At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over. Communism itself was facing extinction. Facing pressure from the reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own. Then you control their governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside out.
That's right, Gillian. And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the world. Some of them were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and picobiology, myself. And for behavioral science and psychology, you, Gillian. Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk, but was later moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to infiltrate and sabotage the project.
I was CIA?
Yes, and the government knows that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker team.
What? Who am I?
Work on the project continued to go smoothly. But then, on June 6th, 1996, there was that accident. A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project. Killian, was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
What? You can't be serious. You think I caused the catastrophe?
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time, you and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already empty.
Elijah Modner? That guy whose picture was in the church? The one that looks like Random?
That's right, Elijah is alive! Elijah is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little story?
Oh shit.
Who's there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes.
It's Mr. X.
Gillian.
This is actually Streets of Rage.
It's me, Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No, not quite.
So you remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Elijah, why are you doing this? Your father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These 40 years have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
What happened to me? Jamie, do I actually have to explain it to you? Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here. 57 years ago, I was obsessed. With my research, yes. And with you, Jamie. At the time, I was still young, having just graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your smile, I was stricken. I saw something in you that I never felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold, young heart, Jamie. You opened me up, and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project. However, my happiness did not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived and joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a man from the same land. Your relationship grew quickly, and all I could do was stand by and watch. Jamie and Gillian fell in love, were joined, and even had a child.
Harry.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the project, but I persisted. Jamie, I always wanted to be near you. And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well.
The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out. I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret, crazed project through to the end. At the time, the bioroids were 80% finished. The main part, their endostructure, was essentially completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin, the area that Jamie and I were assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation, or an entire city had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason, a powerful biological agent, which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the country, was being simultaneously developed.
Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter and executed my plan on June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic revival system failed to work.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned. It revived me 10 years later. A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion and everything, you should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then?
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the bioroids. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the pod. Besides, I could never have convinced her to work with me on the project anyway. I knew the time was not yet right, so I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How could you do such a thing?
And so for the next 40 years, I worked alone in that cold and lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons. Still, I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
And then,
3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale snatch operations, I chose Neo-Kobe City to be my experimental sample. Neo-Kobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country in itself, making it a perfect test site. And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques. In addition, the element of suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another reason I chose this site.
But your test revealed a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Yes, quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course not. He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all. Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill each other. The Snatchers are nothing more than a tool for bringing out this reaction. I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal. I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't. But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god to lead them. As long as they give the people no reason to suspect them, then they can easily become their gods, indeed, a new race of super beings. We are almost there. Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true human beings.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample of perfected artificial skin?
Why don't you take a look at this? We found this in the rubble of Queen's Hospital.
Random!
Random?
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
He's a Snatcher?
That term isn't exactly accurate. This bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not only that, he programmed it to destroy Snatchers. This bioroid caused me serious difficulties. It's designed and built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood. Those too were apparently mine. Haven't you yet realized? Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards. How like my father, silly old man. He did virtually overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go anywhere we want, and there will be no way to tell us apart. I will have free control over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me. Politics and free thought will no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the Kremlin. Even as we speak, scores of new Snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Metal!
In 10 minutes, this church will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the attack
Oh,
satellite
shit!
using GPS and 15 navigational satellites. The beam cannot miss. Everything in a 2 to 3 kilometer radius from me will be destroyed.
Stop this foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some souped-up pocket calculator.
Metal, what happened at the summit?
Get him, Metal!
Delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo-Kobe.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here. Gillian, Jamie, you two must flee.
You insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian, run!
Metal, this is crazy!
We can't let a single Snatcher get out of here. And this new artificial skin has to be destroyed as well.
I will not allow some talking scrap pile to get away with this. If you were the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here. Grab this little one and take him out of here. Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
Random!
What's that?
What? How did... You're supposed to be deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Stop this foolish...
Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off.
Random!
I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
Let
I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what. You and I are gonna die right here. If we both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will there?
The stupid logic of a simpleton, of a machine.
Whatever it is, it's my will!
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
We'll see about that.
You have 4 minutes. You must go. And don't forget to take care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Stop!
Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Gillian, it has been most recreational being your partner.
Oh, metal!
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John.
Little John? Oh! Okay, Metal.
Hurry! You only have 3 minutes!
Thanks! Thanks, you two! Jamie, come on!
I love this theme.
No! Don't let her go! No!
You pathetic old fool! You don't even know how to love someone!
You stupid machine! What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean?
By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back!
Random, there's less than 1 minute to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2, 1, here it comes!
Later, kid!
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now. Wait for me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back, let's try living together again. What do you say?
We'll be waiting for you, too.
Katrina! Mika! You're here, too?
You better be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came. Let me introduce my wife.
Jamie Seed. I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Huh? Since when?
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone a lot of times.
What? Have you guys been talking about me behind my back?
Oh, shit. Talk, look. Look. Could I just start staring at Katrina now? This kid has had such a rough time. Oh wait, no, Gillian is actually being sensitive here, and he's not gonna act like a complete degenerate yet. She lost almost everything practically overnight. I just couldn't stand to leave such a cute kid all by herself. So if she was ugly, you wouldn't have given any shits at all? I'm gonna... Oh, God. I'm gonna memorize every detail of Katrina's lovely face so that I don't forget it. Gillian, would you stop that? I feel like you're undressing me with your eyes. Jamie's just gonna stand there. Yeah, no, this is great. This is great. I'm so glad this is over. I love you, Gillian. Okay, let's look at Mika. She's done a really great job. I owe her a lot of thanks. Don't worry, Mika. This is one job I won't mess up. No perverted shit with Mika, no? Okay. Trying to learn more about you was what got our relationship started. Before I knew it, we really became close, didn't we? Yeah, what about that dinner date? Did you tell Jamie about the fact that you asked me out to dinner? Our relationship has gone beyond just being friends. Beyond just friends. That sounds pretty good to me. Oh, don't be stupid, Gillian. You have a warped mind sometimes, you know? Right, sure. You didn't mean anything by that dinner date that you asked me out to. Right, yeah, okay. Fine. Katrina. I was telling Mika how lonely it was being home all the time, and she told me that Jamie was always worried about me. So I gave her a video phone call. With even Alice gone, I was really lonely. Yeah, how did you find out about Alice in the end? Because we were afraid to tell you about the dog that was mutilated and thrown through your living room window. So you must have went home to find that bloody mess on the ground. Because we didn't warn you about that. Katrina. They're both so easy to talk to. It's like I've got two real sisters now. What is this? They're just like family to me now. This is so twisted. This is Kojima's personal fantasy. This is Kojima's dream right here. Let's talk to Jamie. I'm really sorry for all the worry I've caused you. By the time I return, I'll probably have my memory back. Don't worry, I promise to make you happy. You might be a bit lonely for a while, but I'll be back soon. Hang in there. Yeah, I'm gonna memorize every last detail of your lovely face. I don't care if you get your memory back or not. Why? Because getting your memory back will mean that you'll remember those things about me that you hated. Things that I hated? What are you talking about? Dealing with each other's imperfections is part of what being married is all about, Jamie. And what are Gillian's imperfections? The fact that he wants to fuck every other woman that he meets? Gillian, don't worry. No memories will change how I feel about you. Thank you, Gillian. It's good to hear you say that.
So have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations? I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
Have a safe trip, Second Lieutenant Seed. I'm a second lieutenant as well, so let's try to work well together when you get back. What? I'm a second lieutenant? How come my rank is even lower than what I had in the army, eh? Hang in there and try not to be such a wise guy, alright? Does this rank depend on how you play? Because I was purposely playing like shit throughout this game, in this playthrough. Apart from when I was getting those continues from fighting the thingamajigs at the end. But I purposely spent shitloads of money in Outer Heaven to piss off the chief, and I purposely got all the answers wrong at the start of Act 3 when we were trying to determine, you know, how to track down the Snatchers. I don't know what it ranks you on specifically. Well, I think this is probably about as low as it can get. I'll try to keep that in mind. After all, you start to lose friends if you don't know when to quit the jokes.
And I'll forgive you for that little incident, all right?
Oh, shit.
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
Don't worry. I won't forget my promises to...
Right in front of her.
Oops, almost forgot. Of course, I want to spend some private moments with my wife, too, huh? What's wrong, Jamie?
Oh, my God.
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
That's Harry's hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
I know, Jamie.
Take care, Gillian.
I'll see you, Jamie.
Wait! Wait for me! Take me with you, please!
Oh, shit.
Metal?
Yes, sir! We didn't have a good frame to work with, so this is just a temporary body. Just call me Metal Gear, Sega CD for now.
So, they found your memory chip in one piece, eh?
Random protected it from the blast of the beam.
Random, huh? Wait a second. I've heard that sneeze somewhere before.
Really? I didn't hear anything. Anyway, I want to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Hurry up and get on board, partner.
Yes, sir, Gillian.
There it is, everyone.
Throughout history, suspicion has always bred conflict. The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts.
I love it.
This conflict has just begun.
So good. The implication at the end there is that if you joke around less, your rank will be better. After she started talking about my shitty rank, Gillian said, oh, you know, maybe I should learn not to joke around as much or something along those lines. And then what's her face said that she would forgive me for my behavior as well. So maybe your rank depends on how perverted you are. Maybe to get the highest rank, you have to behave properly. There's no boob jiggling in Snatcher anyway. That's in Police Notes. I don't think Police Notes has a ranking system. Maybe one of these days I'll have to do a playthrough where we don't grope anyone or don't behave like a pervert. There's Akira Yamaoka. Is Keiichiro Toyama credited on this version? Snatcher was the first game Toyama was a part of as well. Silent Hill creator. Toyama was only involved in the PlayStation version, really? Metal Gear showing up as the Sega CD at the end. Jim Parks did a lot of the voices in this. And Ray Van Steen. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you had fun with Snatcher. I didn't mean to drag it out for this long. But, yeah, obviously a while back I wasn't able to play for a few days when I locked myself out of my account. But it's nice to finally finish it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next in terms of Metal Gear or whatever, but I'll definitely be back soon with something. Along with more FF14, like we've been doing. I don't think I'm going to play Police Knots next, but I'll play it again eventually. Hey, my pleasure, Wexford. Martian as well, thank you for the 5-pack. Cheers, man. Enjoy, whoever got a free sub there. And I think the game just stops here. Do we actually go back to the main menu? Oh wait, no. I think we do. Alright, cool. Guys, thanks for watching. That was a fun playthrough, as always. And yeah, I'll be back again with some more Metal Gear soon, some more Kojima stuff soon. And obviously some more FF14 soon for people that are interested in my 14 playthrough. I'm sure I'll be back tomorrow with something. and I should be busy throughout the rest of the month. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you had a good time. I'll see you soon. Hempmind as well. Thank you for the 22 months. Cheers, guys. Peace. Have a good one. I'm going to host up Knight. Knight is doing some Final Fantasy IV. Some classic FF. I'm going to host him up if you guys want to head over.